First things first, I just want to go ahead and say Happy Black History Month. And okay, so I don't normally like really doing the whole stereotypical YouTuber thing where I check my subscriber count and tell people, "Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe" and stuff like that. If you haven't noticed, I don't end my videos with "Please be sure to like and subscribe" because I feel like if you like my videos enough, you're gonna subscribe anyway, right? So that's just my take on that. So I try my best not to sort of demand that of people. It's like I just basically say, yeah, if you want to, if you don't, no problem, your call. I had a like initially when I started YouTube back in like what 2007 I think. I initially did kind of was trying to do the whole going viral thing, and the thing was that like at the time I had access to things that was going to sort of help with that, but I also realized that I mean, me going viral is not always up to the star as much as it's up to the audience. So the audience don't want to watch you. They're just not. So I had to come to grips with that, and every so often I would find myself making gaps between my YouTube videos and stuff like that. But I so with that being said, I just never really like to me making YouTube videos or rather just making content in general. For me, it was just always about just sort of like doing something I would just sort of help me pass the time, something to keep me sane, something to keep me grounded. And so I didn't think that I was going to be walking into this month with 400 subscribers, and like initially it was just like, oh, it's just 400 subscribers, no big deal, right? And then somebody actually like sat me down and just basically said, imagine being in front of 400 people who want to listen to what you got to say. And it just clicked like, dude, that's that would be a pretty big room, it wouldn't be massive, but it's just like, it's 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 crazy. Like I didn't think about that until they actually brought it up. Like that's a reasonably sized auditorium. So I really just want to take this time to thank y'all for subscribing because like you really just took time out of your day to maybe watch one of my videos or so and just be like, hey, this guy, he's okay. And I like I said, I walked into this thing just thinking I was not gonna get like I walk into a lot of situations just like under the impression that nobody cares about me. Like I don't really get like I don't really stick out. You know what I mean? And so to just be able like this is just me just doing something in order to keep myself sane and give myself like I do my weekly vlogs every Monday, like the day after I do my podcast episodes, which my podcast is on Anchor, is on Unbalanced Minds. Every so often, I'm trying to get back into the habit of like doing my WordPress articles again too, just something to just sort of keep me sane and keep me grounded and keep me mentally stable, because like you give yourself a routine, then it kind of like you give yourself a routine. At some point, you're gonna get better with the routine. That's how I was taught. That's how I was trained. So like it just man, I just did not think that I didn't think that I was gonna get for like I didn't even think I was gonna get 100. You know what I'm saying? And then I started getting like I got like what 300 and I got 365, and I thought that that was just gonna be the cutoff number. And now I got 400. Like as of this recording, I got 404. I don't really. I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna really like lose my mind about like all the subscribers that I'm getting, because I know that in some instances some of them might be trolls, some of them might be bots, some of them might be people who accidentally subscribe to me and just like just in any way, shape, or form is going to try to like get rid of it later. You know what I'm saying? I know that like I'm aware that the internet can be chock full of people who are willing to like do whatever they can to make you feel good about yourself for a moment just so they can take it away. I'm very much aware of that, but it's like for the people who didn't do that, for the people who actually like watch my videos and actually pay attention to what I gotta say and stuff like that, I really do 100% appreciate it. Like like thank you for giving me just a little bits and pieces every time, because like I didn't expect to be able to. I didn't like if I were to make it to like 1,000 subscribers, I honestly like that would be a landmark for me. I would appreciate if making 1,000 subscribers, because that means that 1,000 people seen something that I did and was like, this guy makes some okay stuff. I'm really grateful. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very nice thing to know that 400 people, said that, said to them, like, saw something that I said and said, you know what? Let's see what else this guy has to offer. Because I want you guys to know right now, I don't know how to edit. So this is it. It's just me, the camera, and me hoping that what I'm saying makes sense. You know what I mean? And I want, and sometimes it won't. Sometimes some of the stuff I say won't make sense. Sometimes the stuff that I say won't, you know, like, I'm not going to say that I'm always right. I'm just going to say I feel right to myself, you know? But, so I really do appreciate, especially because, like, right now, because I'm in a really bad spot financially. I'm just in a really bad spot in general. And I'm just trying to, like, this is something that's just helping me stay sane. This is just, like, basically me just sort of, like, doing a journaling, so to speak, of what's going on. That's why I do the weekly vlogs, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something to keep me sane. It's something to keep me, something to give me a system that I could, like, just sort of go on that I can use to help myself. Like, sometimes I like to go back into my old weekly vlogs and just be like, that did happen, So there's that. But it really does. I really do appreciate you, all 400 of y'all, for giving a brother some recognition, like letting a brother know that you actually see him. It's a very good feeling. So, I can't express enough, like, my gratitude, and but I do want to take this time to point out real quick, if you have subscribed to me because you think that everything I'm saying is correct, I want you to understand I don't get it right all the time. I just don't. If you're looking for, like, somebody on the internet to, like, just sort of like support and devote 100% of yourself to, I'm not that guy. I'm gonna get it wrong a bunch of times. I had an incel phase. I had I want to say I had, like, a pro-capitalist phase. I did have a phase where I was just very, very much dumb. I was very dumb. I said dumb things, and I regret it. I look back at some of my older videos and it's like, I can't believe I used to be like that. But, like, I do, so it's like, what I'm saying is that I'm gonna get it wrong sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get it wrong sometimes, and I'm gonna probably get it wrong later on in life. But if I can catch myself in a mistake and realize I made a mistake, I will say I made a mistake. Or I might just double down on it and just be like, well, I'm aware that I made a mistake, but I still believe in it. You know what I mean? So there's that. It's just a matter of simply what it is and how I feel about it at the time. I want you. I mean, for those who are just now sort of figuring out what my channel is, it's not a political channel. It's not like it's not a pop culture channel. It's not. It's just basically me getting on camera and just talking about whatever. Like, I don't really have, like, a set theme. I think that's kind of like one of the things that was initially was kind of like one of my biggest handicaps. I was like, have a set thing as to what you're trying to do, and it's like I can't, because I just talk about whatever whenever, So like, but yeah, it's basically my channel dedicated to me. I'm the guy who does everything. Everything that you see is basically just it's all me. I don't have a crew. I don't have I don't have a crew. I don't have money. It's just me, the camera, and that's it. So, and if that's cool, if you can dig that, I'm gonna keep doing it. As a liberal redneck says. But seriously though, like, 400 of y'all, it's very uplifting. I really do appreciate it. It really does make me feel like, somebody actually cares. I would like comments though. I would like like, because subscriptions can only go so far. I don't know if you watch the video unless you comment and say, hey, I watched the video and such and whatever. I really appreciate, I like this part. What I'm saying? I respond better to video to comments, and rather than, like, likes and subscribes. But if you can like and subscribe as well, I appreciate that too. Some people can't talk that well. Some people can, expound on their messages that well. Some people just want to be able to say, "Hey, I watched this," and I'm cool with that. So, but I do appreciate I do appreciate subscriptions. I do appreciate you liking my stuff. I do appreciate y'all sort of understanding the message that I'm trying to provide. And even if you disagree, I really appreciate the fact that you've managed to actually take time to even watch my stuff in the first place. So, thank you again, and you know, I'll see y'all next time. Love and peace, y'all.